Well. A couple days ago, I posted on my TikTok and Instagram saying that I will be rating people's cars and their builds and posting it for a YouTube video. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to regret doing this or not. I just hope I don't lose any friends doing this. Keep in mind, guys, I just want you, just before this video starts, take with whatever I say with a grain of salt. I am not one to say if a build is good or not. This is purely my opinion. I have my own taste. People have their own taste as well, and people should build cars on how they want their cars to look. I love watching people doing these videos on YouTube as well, and I thought, what the heck? Why shouldn't I try it either? So let's go ahead and get into it. Mind my face. There's something going on with my eyes lately, and I think it's the weather that's making it act up. But yeah, that's something. So right here we have our first car. It is a Civic Si. This photo, we see that it has touch on all three wheels, which are pretty cool. I see people putting these guys on like a lot of cars. I've seen this on an S2000 actually recently. Nothing really bad that I can say about it. I mean, there's nothing really outstanding that I can say about it either. Looks like it's just on coils and the wheels and maybe a lip kit. Tint is pretty good too. It's pretty much blacked out. I mean, there's nothing, the car isn't terrible. It's something. I'll give it a 5. Nothing too crazy on it. That's why I'm giving it a 5. We have a Mark 6 GTI right here. This thing is on its ass. This build does go for the, I would say, the hot boy spec. Anything that's slammed, clear tails, stickers galore. You know these taillights cost a lot of money. I think there's like the K2 Industries taillights. When I had a Mark 6 before, I was looking at these taillights and I thought these were pretty cool. Yeah, it's slammed on stocks. I like these stocks. I know a lot of people don't really like the stocks on these GTIs, but I actually think it's pretty cool. It reminds me of like those old telephones where you like put the number, whatever. Yeah, I'll give this a 4. I'm sorry. I mean, I would change the headlights for sure and the wheels. Even though I know I like it, I don't think in this photo, I don't know, it's just not hitting the same. All right, finally, something different. This is one of my friends has a Mark 7 GTI. It is full bolt-on, E85, literally one of the fastest cars that I've ever ridden in. Solid build. Like all the parts on here is very quality. Nothing on here is looked over. Like everything hits the check box. This car is great. I mean, dude, I really can't say anything bad about this car. The stance is such a streetable stance. I'll give you an 8 out of 10, to be honest. The car's great. Car's great. Here we have our first A6 of the video, first of many, I'm pretty sure. We got Valenti tails, Kansai tandems, I believe. A front lip, I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of front lip that is. I'm not gonna lie, these wheels look pretty huge. I don't know if these are 19s. I'm pretty sure this guy's trying to go for a little bit of a stance, more of that stance hot boy build. I think what could really help the car is obviously with a kit. I don't know what else is on here. This guy didn't send me a build sheet. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Well, AJ, I'm about to rate your car next. Cool guy. But we're not here to rate the guy. We're here to rate the car. So he has BC Extreme Low coilovers with full form camber plates, and in Cusco front lower control arm, H6 TRD lip, TRD trunk wing. I just can't take turn. Okay, it doesn't have a turbo. The one thing that I really respect about this build is that AJ puts it through its paces. Like, this isn't just a car he just drives around town looking slammed in. Like, he actually drifts this thing and he like pushes it hard. So like, honestly, to me, that adds to like build points. I'm not really a big fan of mismatched wheels. I know he's going more for that drift aesthetic where they have more of that mismatched wheels, so it looks more like drifty. I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. A solid build. I love how it's streetable and everything. AJ, I'm gonna be real and give you a solid 8 out of 10. Right here, it is a 2017 Toyota H6 Borla unequal length headers. He has Tomei overpipe, Tomei front pipe, Tomei catback, OFT tune on E85. Wow, he's pushing that power. He got slotted and drilled rotors and Project Mu brake pads. The first thing from this photo, the stance is crazy. I don't know what size this wheel is. From this photo, you could see the 57 CRs are actually chromed out, which is pretty cool. He has a TRD front lip, has carbon fiber fenders. So he also has clear taillights, which is pretty cool. Also really adds well with the hot boy aesthetic with the chrome wheels and the chrome tails. Very nice. Honestly, fitment needs to go. I don't like how high it is raised in the front. But considering the parts that are on the car, it's pretty good quality. I mean, he's like Tomei everything. This car is solid 7 out of 10. It's decent. Just get rid of that fitment and you're pretty much solid. Staying away from all the 8.6s for now, we have something different. Another GTI. Here we have a beautiful, man, this is a nice color. I actually follow this guy, and it's a really clean build. I really can't lie. This car is an ORT, so Öhlins Road and Track, 12K coilover. Öhlins Road and Track. This guy is balling out on the suspension, bro. But yeah, looking at the build, it is honestly really well set up. I mean, this is also like one of my favorite setups too. Is just like that functional streetable look so well. And I don't think I've seen anyone run RRAs with the Mark 7 ever. So that's pretty solid. But yeah, this build just looks honestly really good quality. This interior is not stock. The GTIs came with like the plaid or leather interior. This thing came with brown, bro. Like he did this himself. I love the fitment. The color is great. And with you adding the brown interior just shows that you're adding attention to detail. This is a solid build. So I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. Right here we have Lionel Mandrake. I actually saw this car in person, and this car is literally insane. This is his build sheet. If you guys want to screenshot this photo, this is insane. Like he has its own proper build sheet. Get some important facts out of the way. He's running 307 wheel horsepower. He's running 307 wheel horsepower on an 8.6. That is insane. Or BRZ, sorry. You could go ahead and see the car. Like even when you just see the car, you could just tell like this is a proper like track setup build. I saw this car in person. It's literally so insane. Like you could see from the exterior and in the interior, he's gone all out with this thing. It's a proper track beast, I bet. Solid build. Honestly, this is gonna be a pretty high build because like the amount of quality and the amount of parts and the amount of everything that's in this car is really insane. There's some stuff that I would change with the exterior, but yet again, it's so irrelevant compared to everything that's on the car. So this is gonna be a really high one. I'm gonna give him a 9. Here we have another 8.6. Wow. Who woulda knew? We have another 8.6 right here. He sent in his mod list as well. I mean, car's clean. You can't go wrong with wheels and coilovers. Just making the car sit right is everything, to be honest. I really like this rear spoiler. I know this came with like the old, like the first gen 8.6s. And the clear tails look really good too. I think the clear tails really match well with the paint and go well with the wheels too, since they're both like chrome and silver. And the Remark R1 catback. I'm a big fan of single exits. They just look pretty cool to me in my opinion. So that's also another plus. But yeah, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. It's definitely clean, but it isn't probably like how I would have set mine up, obviously, because I'm gonna keep saying that this whole video because it's obviously not my car. Here we have another BRZ, very clean, and you can probably see why I think this is very clean because it resembles a lot like my car. He has 57 CRs. It looks like it's in the eternal blue. Ooh, I like this rear lip actually. This one's actually really clean. Build standpoint, I think this is really clean. I honestly love the stance, and I love the fitment of it. Not really a big fan of the red spoke sticker in my opinion, but I wouldn't remove it honestly. I would probably be debating if I'd be taking it off or not because it's not that big of a deal. The tire profile looks good. The lip kit goes well, and I really like that rear spoiler, so I'll give you a 7.5 out of 10. It's a solid build. Here we have Slanted Media. Jake said, "Don't be biased. Watch me." 2 out of 10. Moving on. This is actually a pretty cool build. He picked this up. This is like actually a proper like build because this is an old ass car. I think him and his dad like literally like pretty much like revamped the whole car. Like literally got it running, got the paintwork all set, wheels, tires, and everything. But he took it to prom. A build standpoint and comparing it to everything else in this video, I'm gonna give you a solid 8. And I'm gonna give you a solid 8. Getting this car up and running within 3 months is pretty insane. That's more than I could probably ever do with a car. All right, here we are. This guy. All right. In my first video when I picked up the 8.6, I was testing out Miata. Only reason why I was doing that was because of this guy and his build. This thing is clean, bro. Very clean. An ND2 Miata. Dude, this thing is clean, bro. This is solid clean. I love the color. I don't even know what color this is, but he got the colored brakes. Running RT660s, he got Advance. Man, this is a solid build. And he tracks it. You know, that already adds points. You know what I'm saying? This is solid. I'll give you 8 out of 10. This is a solid build. I would definitely own this. We have another Miata right here. We got a white one. I'm kidding. Just look at it. What, like... I think the only thing I don't like is that I don't own it. This is a solid build. Like what else do you want me to say? Hot take, but I'd rather take a flip up steering wheel than the quick release steering wheels. Any day. Any day. This guy wrapped it himself. Like pretty much installed all the parts himself too. Like, this is impressive, especially for you to be building it on your own in your garage. That just adds more points, you know what I'm saying? The wind ducts to like deflect the wind from hitting the wheel or whatever. I don't even know what those are called, but I know those are like, I know about them. Okay? Honestly, Alec, I'll give you a 9 out of 10. It was a solid build, especially it's very impressive to do in 1 year. Solid build, quality parts, and this fool just has good taste in this build. I wish I had that kind of bread. I have one of the shittiest 86s here. We got Marcus 915. Here's a photo right now. I remember seeing his car online. I was like, dang, this is a really nice car. And then one of the meets, he just shows up. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's straight up from Canada. He is not from Cali. I can't even comprehend how clean and tasteful this build is. Okay, this is like proper style at its finest. It's like that. It got that late 90s, early 2000s like drift style on it, and he got the Kansai tandem. I'm kidding, but he even got R34 wheels on here, and they're chromed. The whole livery going on with the chrome on the white, the Futago line kit going on, man. He got the Tom's taillights. It's tasteful, and he drives the living crap out of it. Like, he drove it literally all the way from Canada, and he continues to drift it. Like, this kit isn't just something you could just like easily replace either. 9 out of 10. Solid car. Oh, Garen, man. I know this car went through a lot of phases. His latest phase with this car is probably like my favorite. It's the Veris Solid and Joker front bumper, the BRZ headlights, TRD fender garnish arrow fins. This is a solid stance car. This is definitely like, this shit reminds me of like Thompson's build, mainly just because of the front bumper. Honestly, Garen, I'm gonna give you a solid 8.5 out of 9. You know why it's not a 9. I'll just let you decide that. But you know why it's not a 9. But this is Stancy Boys. We are talking about these Stancy Boys. All right, man. I don't even know what to say. This fool has gone through so many phases with this car. It's actually impressive. Bro went from a full-on show build to track to drifting, and I don't even know what he does now. I just wish he included the parts that he has on this car, because I know he's running like all the parts he can think of. But going off this photo right here, bro, oh my god, man. I love the Zenki front bumper with the TRD front lip. That shit is clean. I honestly love it way more than the new one that I have on. Him going through all these phases with the car, with like actually driving the actual crap out of it by tracking it, drifting it, and even having at a show build at one point is really impressive. Like, this fool really enjoys his car. I have to give this fool like at least a 9 out of 10. I think the only thing that I just don't like about the car is that I don't own it. Gosh. All right, I'm gonna just end it there because I have like 30 more builds to go over. And bro, am I tired. Don't take whatever I say here too seriously. This is literally just my opinions, and look at my car. It's literally nothing special, okay? So please don't think that I feel like I'm entitled to be giving out these scores. I'm literally just doing this for fun, okay? And I like what I like. You guys like what you like. Build your car for how you guys want to do it. And yeah, thank you guys for sending in your cards for the video. I can't wait to do more of these. I definitely want to do more of these in the future because this is a lot more fun. I love talking about cars. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.